Hi, I'm Melanie Potter with School of Beadwork, and today I'm going to demonstrate how to tie off threads. In seed bead weaving, it's important to tie off threads to keep the work intact. I'm going to demonstrate how I tie off my threads so that my work does not fall apart. This is a piece I've been working on, and I want to tie off the tails that I added when I was adding new thread to this piece. The first thing that I would do is I'll go ahead and thread my needle with one of the tails. And keep in mind, when you're adding thread, make sure you leave enough thread to make it easy to work with. I'm going to move away from the knot. I don't like to clog the bead, so I'm going to move away from where I added thread while I was working. And I'm going to do my first, I'm going to go ahead and tie off my first knot in this leg here. And the way I do that is I'll take my needle and I'll pass it under the work and I'll create a small loop. I'm going to pass my needle through that loop and I'm going to slowly pull the thread until the knot gets cinched between two beads to hide that knot. I'll advance one bead to get away from that knot. I don't want to clog the bead, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to pass my needle under the work. I'm going to create a small loop, pass my needle through the loop, and I'm going to slowly guide the loop down. Now notice this one is trying to make a knot in the bead in front of it. I'm going to just pull the knot so that it's going to be between the beads I want, and I'm going to slowly pull it down. So carefully guide your knots down. I'm going to do one more. I normally like to do 3 to 4 knots. I'm going to pass my needle under the work. I'm going to pass my needle through the little loop and slowly guide it down, make the knot. And then the last thing I do is I get away from my last knot. I don't like to cut my thread near there because I'm afraid it's going to come loose. So let's go ahead and move through some beads, passing through maybe 7 beads. And you're ready to clip your thread. That's done. In another video, I'm going to show you how to prepare your thread to start weaving your work.